Okay, so I've taken the steam iron out of the box. Aesthetically, it's a pleasant colour. I mean, I'm not honestly really bothered about the colour of an iron if that's what you like. For me, the most important thing is that it irons the clothes quickly and well and gets creases out of things like denim and bedding so that I have more free time to do other things basically. It's got a decent sized cable. I will unravel it for you in a minute and you can see just how long it actually is. But it's quite good, which is good when you're trying to go the whole length of the ironing board. Something worth thinking about. Just personally from my grandparents' point of view, which was a very valid point I thought, was the weight of the iron itself. It's really light, and I know it has no water in it at the moment, but if you have any wrist complaints or arthritis, or if you're just generally elderly or maybe slightly infirmed, it is brilliant for the weight of the iron, for it not to be too much for you to manage, which I know some of the bigger irons and the heavier irons, it's something that I think you don't realise until you can't do it yourself. So if I just pop that up there now, this is the Steam Glide Plus sole plate, which is brilliant. Sorry, I just turned my phone the other way up. It's brilliant. I've had Phillips Azure irons, 24 years or more now. I can't even remember when I got my first one when my son was younger. The sole plate is very, very difficult to scratch or mark, and not that I've tried to scratch and mark it. However, zips, poppers, buttons, fastenings, hooks and eyes, all those things that you find on denims and clothing now, it makes a huge difference, because if it doesn't scratch, it glides across your clothes so much more easily, and it doesn't scratch or click the clothing. Sorry, the dog's just decided to come up and investigate what I'm doing. It holds 320 mils of water. It is quite a high powered steam iron, obviously, as we've said before. It's 2,400 kilowatts and 180 gram boosted steam. However, what I do think is the more steam and the more power, the better the iron, which I know is slightly more than some people would pay for an iron, but it gives me a lot of my free time back, and I think it saves money in the long term. With the escalating prices of electricity, it's not on as long. And a wonderful little feature is it automatically shuts off. So if you walk away and it's left idle, it automatically knows and closes itself off, which I think is brilliant. You've got your steam controls on here. So you've got your high steam there, your medium steam, your economical steam, and steam off if you didn't need it. You've got a spray there, which you can spray to take really stubborn creases out of your clothes. Or you've got your boosted steam, which will give you the 180 degree steam. Sorry, 180 grams of steam. On the inside, like most irons, it has the dial, which sets the temperature of minimum, which is your silks and your, your delicate fabrics, your jumpers and things like that. And obviously turning it up until you get to the point where you can use the steam. You can hear it clicking. So sorry, the little arrow down here is what you set it to. It's at the very bottom. So if we turn that right round, at the moment it's on the highest setting it could be. But I just wanted to show you there, and you see that on number 1 there's no steam, so it won't generate steam at that temperature because it's not high enough. Your steam starts kicking in just after 2 on silk and cotton. And synthetics is first, obviously, because they're like your nylons, which tend to melt much quicker. Your silks, and obviously I think probably wools and things like that. Sometimes you do need a bit of a steam boost with them. And then obviously right round to the side you've got your cottons, which is for like your denims and your t-shirts. And then right at the very end you've got your linens. So I'm just going to go and fill this up with some water now, which is a really nice easy little cap at the top. I'm going to plug it in and I'm going to time how long it takes to heat up. See you in a minute.